Welcome to AYV Television on Channel 33 with the broadcast live from the studios Natawael na Freetong, and we're there online www.ayvnews.com. We stream as well our Facebook page AYV News, and we also there on Radio FM 101.7. And this now the program where they ask the questions them week you want for ask to people when are politicians, people in public service, the media, civil society, business people as well. And as always, we can ask the questions to people about their roles and responsibilities. What thing they do for ensure say this country go before. My name is Amadou Lamgana, as always. Welcome to the program Hot Seats on AYV Television. I welcome all viewers them from across the country and across the world, especially we viewers them now with Facebook page. We appreciate our comments them as always, our contributions, criticism, and how we can want we for do the work as well sometimes them. But as always, as we can appeal, we comment and disagreements them at the platform for being respectful. One thing that we all together, now the fact that we all not Sierra Leonean, irrespective of whether you support, which tribe you come up from, which region you there, or which political party they support, or who are your interest, we all not Salon people them. And me believe say 99% of we want this country for better. Irrespective of who that in a power. You want for make you picking on a better school, you want get better health service, better transportation, and any other thing, we go make your life better. So, in as much as we disagree on comments them or issues that we discuss on this program, we always appeal say, make we do them respectfully. Because rightfully we all agree on everything safe. But as we disagree, let we not abuse anybody, make we point, and we appreciate that as well. So welcome to the show. Inside today's own program, where they can't talk about politics, where they can't talk about governance, and we can talk to a new person we don't join the president's bio-led administration. I get the pleasure for welcoming guest, Michael Berewa, we now the Director of Communications, just appointed. He with me at the studios. Mike, welcome to the show.
How are you?
It is a pleasure having you.
Always a pleasure.
Okay. We've been discussing when you go with me, I tell you say the time go reach, and this is the right time.
Right, so, I'm excited for dinner the hot seat.
Yeah, so how has it been, with this your new appointment? Is it something you've been looking forward to, or you're surprised at it?
Well, I'm not surprised for work with President Berewa, for work for me, people them, or for work for Salon. President always, they be me, saying a man, the way they talk in a very soft way in parables. It's like, Mike, this is your project. If you want to be part of this change, you want to come and be part of it.
So you're pushed?
Yeah, but Mr. get family dynamics, I get other things the way begun with me. And for the past 2 years, I've done the drag me foods, and, this is the time. And one of the things I would tell you, it really changed my perspective for come on board after Augustine. When I saw what happened Augustine to a country. And, say with the social media, we're not the social media butterfly them. A lot of information from the background and everything. I decided to say, you know what? I need to come help. And can I help? What thing I would do? I feel say information, really key.
So now you choose what you want to do. In as much as the president will tell you say you need for come join the project. Well, now you choose the job where you for. I
not choose the job where I want. To be very candid, I'm not powerful like that. For dictate to the president what I want.
But it's like you tell us in a communication.
No, I'm not telling that. But if anyone side way give me, if I don't communicate, the job is about passing information. I can still be a janitor on a state house, but I still pass information. I can still be a doctor somewhere, or a nurse somewhere, or a cleaner somewhere, whatever role, and I can still disseminate information.
So this is something you've been looking forward to.
I just said that to you.
Yes, I just want to get some clear.
I just make them very clear to you, say, I was not rooting for it. I was not looking forward to it.
But you're not surprised that you've got it?
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Because you've been asked to come
I've been asked to come serve as a country, because President Berewa say, you have to be part of the change you want to see. So I make tell you say it's not a surprise to me, but not a thing way like I be the roots for. I say, oh, the president guy appoints me. That's not
but is it that the presidents have been impressed with what you've been done? They do, like you say, you know, one person where the Sierra Leone community, the social media community, know of you stance on President Bion in government as well. Is it that the president thinks you've been doing well on social media and you need to be a director in your office?
That question goes back to you.
No, I'm asking you.
No,
not to me.
no,
Now you
no, I know with you didn't
talk to the president. I don't speak to him.
No, well, with you, do you think I have been doing well on social media?
I don't assess people. I'm asking you. You think
no, because you can get banters on social media. We can disagree and agree. We are friends. No, because me you don't have a hot seat here. You know, besides that, you get a lot of friends who are my friends also, right? So I just ask you before I answer your question. How do you feel about me? You think I was doing a great job on social media?
No, I'm asking the question. So you need to answer me. I'm asking now, was the president impressed about your work on social media and I make you this job?
But man, if president, it's not only social media. If president not impressed about what I'm doing, if president not believe in me, if president not feel say I can cross boundaries, if president not feel say I can interact with people from the other aisle, if president not feel say I'm a reliable source, I don't feel say go entrust me with huge responsibility like that. So what do you think?
What's in your job description?
Lamana, you want like
you tell me say this is my responsibility and this na me work.
No, my job description very simple.
Yeah.
If I can, another try for come spell out my theory and
terms of reference. In terms of reference.
My job description is just 4 words. President and the people. That's my job description.
So how you therefore do that?
Bringing the people closer to the president and bringing the president closer to the people.
Okay. How that's therefore happen? Is it that now you get for the talk for the president, now you get for the organize meetings for the president, for meet with the people, or you go talk to the people on behalf of the president?
Well, it's everything has to do, it's interplays. I know we'll talk for president. President gets a spokesman already, right? And presidents get press secretary, presidents get other arms of communication apparatus in a state house. But me role as a communication director, therefore provide leadership and oversight. That's one, work with people and
leadership folder.
What is a communication director? You say leadership.
Yeah,
it's like presidential communication.
So it means the press secretary, the presidential spokesman, the strategic communication people, and they're under you.
They're not under me. I don't believe in them.
Or they provide the leadership.
I don't believe in them kind.
So what you the lead?
I lead the president in communication.
So it means them people and they now you they take directive.
Like you they talk so.
No, I'm asking you.
So that's why I'm answering you also. I tell you say.
Yeah, but if you say you provide leadership,
yes,
providing leadership in the office of the president in communication means
let me ask you a question.
Yeah, I'm asking questions.
So I also have a right to answer.
Yes, you can.
Okay, so it's an interactive conversation. Let me ask you a question, Lama. What do you think? What do you think is the role of a director?
This is not about what I think. I'm asking you. And I make ask you. No,
answer the question. I don't tell you.
I don't ask you.
I come for.
No.
Listen, I want you to understand something.
No, Mike. Now me in charge now.
Okay.
Please. I ask what's in your job description. You say they provide leadership.
Right.
And I'm asking, who are they provide leadership for?
I tell you, said the presidential communication.
So I'm asking, so for clarity's sake, for the public, for make they understand, doesn't mean the press secretary, the presidential spokesman, the communications manager, the strategic communications units, and they're under your office?
Nobody know they're under me. I know they're above anybody. Let me make this very clear. I'm here to work with people. I'm here to be part of the team. I'm here to provide. I'm a value-added individual to the team. I'm here to add value to the team. So I don't come here for come saying, I mean, the boss, I mean, this person in job. I don't even know the roles and responsibility of all the other people in TORs.
You don't know. You don't know.
I don't know what. No, I know the press secretary is doing his work. I know communication policy advisor and head of Stratcom is doing his work, but I just get my appointments. You understand, right?
You don't meet with them. You don't meet for understand.
You know what? Adepa engage other apparatus in the State House. Like some of them, they are not even need for meeting. They are friends of mine. So we get.
But your role, you role clearly spelled out in which you get for doing.
Try to understand something. My role here is Director of Presidential Communications.
Okay.
You have a role of Director of Strategic Communications. You have a role of a press secretary. You have a role of a presidential spokesman. My role here, it's simple. Director of Presidential Communications, not Director of Strategic Communications.
Yes, but in
not Director of Communications Ministry of Information.
This all not fall under the Communications Office of the President in the State House?
Yeah, it fall under the Communications
So that's what I've been asking. In all of this, you need leadership. Who are you boss? Who are you the report?
President Bio.
Okay, so what's in your relationship with the other people?
Very cordial. These have been my friends. We all been on the trenches for promote the vision of this president, for make sure say the masses they understand what in President Bio they about. For articulate president and policies to the grassroots man, the man where they Krube, the man where they na the ghetto, the Kaletu where they na village, the Yabom where they sell jagatuna market. And me all now it's very simple. I want to be the interface. I want to talk to those people. You go find out, say, Lam, I'm not going for the sit on office, State House. I have an office there, but I'm not going to sit there. I'm going to do more of outreach.
Okay.
Me not possible get for the engage people and like you more.
So you work on outreach?
Then one of me, I say, I get for the do outreach more.
Okay, but now they get for focus.
More.
Now you work.
Yes.
Now you.
It's part of my job.
Now the president appoint you for do.
You cancel.
No, I'm asking. No, make it clear. But if you said this, you know, people tell the public what they do.
I'll tell you now. Listen.
You're working for the people.
Okay, let me say this again. Let me say this again, Lamarana. My job is Director of Communications, Office of the President. My job is to provide leadership and oversight, presidential communication. My job, one of my descriptions of my job, now, the main focus, my paramount focus, for bring president closer to the people and bring the people closer to the president. I just outlined how am I going to do it. I am going to embark more on what? Outreach.
Okay.
So I don't tell you, I don't get other things and for do, but outreach more, because I can sit there and know the issues of the people. I have to be on the streets, I have to be on the ground, I have to listen to them, I have to talk with them, I have to eat with them, I have to drink with them. I have to look at where they sleep. I have to assess how their living conditions. I have to put my shoes in their shoe.
Does that mean you'll also be speaking for the president when you go on the outreach then?
But if I talk on a policy statement, I speak on behalf of president. Let's say communication director, they ask.
But he get spokesman. The president gets spokesman. If they go out, they talk about.
Even when get spokesman, press secretary still they talk on behalf of president.
So what think will be the difference between the work and the presidential spokesman, the work and the press secretary?
That's the whole thing we don't sort out. Everybody knows what's in role. Everybody knows
nobody knows what they do. But if they go out, they talk for the president. How that possible? You want to pull Alpha Khan work now?
No. Alpha Khan a veteran. Alpha Khan, he's a very seasoned politician. I like him a lot. There's a lot I'm going to learn from him, right? Because this is the paradigm way, as far as this politics is concerned, our country, they get wealth and tons of ideas we need for. So he's wealth of experience and need for tapping. Keketumba, brilliant mind, with a legal background and everything. There's something I will learn from him. PK Mwana, amazing individual. You get what I mean? The man way, in a seasoned man. So now, let me just put it this way. Maybe I will put it this way for understand better. You're not a supporter, right?
No, Manchester
United. Better than Manchester United. But
local team.
When we analogy not for them good, but that local team. They just like Kobo Rangers win the Premier League. Let's still go out back for buy players them.
Okay, so
beefing up. So
you know the player will then carry it for.
Yes, for just strengthening.
So is it that then people? Look at this. You post quick on August 8th. This is what you posted on Facebook. Look at them quick. Then I'll ask you a question. So you don't see that post. You say this is ridiculous. If a fake alarm from one unscrupulous individual overseas can put an entire legitimate government on standstill and disrupt economic activities, then clearly there is an information gap between the government and our people. So now that gap there they can't fill.
That way they can feel.
Okay, so that has been happening. You think there's been?
Lama, there's this. I'm not sure about it. There's been an information gap. It's not. I'm not naive about it, right? It's not like people are not working in various sections, but maybe probably the methodology, maybe probably certain obstacles. Maybe probably there's also get challenges in disseminating the information in this. So I'm here to fill that void.
What side that void they been done? Is it from the office of the? Now you're working from the office of the president. Is it from the Ministry of Information and Communication? Who side the gap?
Well, I don't really come put everybody on spot here.
No, I'm not asking you to.
No, but that's what you're asking.
This is what you put on public.
No, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said the government.
Yeah, so I'm asking
the government
you, who side the gap today? You say they shy away from that.
Fine.
Been gap.
The gap. I'll tell you about government. Government interfaces and government has to do with everyone. You get what I try for talk.
But government communication is divided.
Not a reach down.
No, but it's divided. You get people them way, like you say, you work for the president, it's different from the person where they talk for government within a Ministry of Information. You don't highlight than they earlier. So I'm asking you, whose side they can fill the gap?
Let understand one thing, say, government is for the people, by the people. Me and you and our government. It is incumbent on all of us here for disseminating information. Yes, the Ministry of Information will be charged with the responsibility for make sure, say, coordinate all anything and the information for go out to people, then get them the right time because they have the resources, they have the policy, they have the mandate to do that. They are people who are paid. But you, self-Wesidona, it's incumbent on you for share stories that are true because in journalism, guess what? You inform and educate.
Okay, well, they can talk about journalism, and they ask you back to the question. Who side you think say the gap been done there?
So now
and government communication. Who side?
Well, now tell you say.
Now who side you cancel State House or from Ministry of Information?
Well, and it's neither. I'm not going to tell you saying that from State House and from Ministry of Information. All the time they try for talk.
But if they can fill the gap, you should have known where the gap is.
When you talk about gap,
you don't know who side the gap is.
You don't tell me I don't know who side the gap is.
But you say that government is broad.
Government. Everywhere. Every like sectors, other sectors involved, like everyone has a role to play in information.
So who have not been playing their role?
Sometimes you say no, they play a role. Because sometimes probably
you say government. I'm not part of government.
You are part of government.
No, I'm not. I'm not. No, but government in that context different from how you talk and show.
How you define that?
No, Mike, don't deviate, man. Government in that context, you just don't say. But you just don't say. Let me piggyback to what you said. Okay. You said you can't deviate from the fact that there's been gap in government communication in reaching out to people. So I'm asking you, who side this gap been done? Is it from the office where you don't can take so, or not from
this office where they not be there every day?
Okay.
So when you talk, like make the ask you also conflicting the conversation. This office, they have never been a director. They have never been a director of communications office of the president. Okay. This is new.
Okay.
So
now for can fill the gap from State House.
Now make whatever void will be done. They now can fill.
Now State House or now Ministry of Information.
I'm talking about the president. I'm talking about the president here.
Okay. The president is the head of the government.
Fine. So what I talk about government? I don't want you specify no.
Is it that you know one call name or you know one specify?
I'm not even here for that. I'm just here to work.
Yeah, but
you don't get to tell me.
What if you want to be honest and say there has been problems?
Well, I don't want to focus on the problems. It's like we fix. Let's move on. I don't want to begin to say this person not they doing work, this person not they do work. You don't want that in this conversation. Even though this is hot seat, you also don't want that.
So what I ask you? What's in your relationship with the Minister of Information? One person clearly you've been very open and clear that government communication don't get a lot of problem.
Right.
It has been they've not been saying the right things or to the people or trying to convince the people in waiting you believe.
No, take that statement back. Don't say they have not been saying the right things to people.
Okay.
It's better you put it.
Did they say the right things that on that you post, speaking back to that you post that?
Yeah, well, it's not the right things. It's like maybe it's probably the slack. Probably when you say the right things, it's like they are lying.
They've been saying in your own context, I didn't mean that they are lying. Okay. Saying the right things could mean you not get the right information on the right time.
That's not.
So what has been their own lapses? What has been the problem?
Well, I feel one of the things that I noticed, because when I came, Lambrana, I toured with the president. I think you saw that, right? Because you know me, man. You follow me.
Of course, we follow yourself.
So I toured with the president 6 electoral districts, and while the president made the tour, I've been in the background just to talk to young people, older people who are religious people from different backgrounds, poor, rich, every class of people. And one of the things I noticed is like a lot of people are not informed about what government is doing. Sorry. They are not informed about what government. They are not informed about the chances they have, the opportunities they have. They are not informed about the facilities that this government don't provide for them, but the local communities. There is that dichotomy, right? And that sometimes you ask people about certain government structures and certain government institutions and what government don't do and how government. Some people don't even know their responsibility as citizens, their civic responsibility to government. Some people feel that government is for provide for them food for them eat. Now government is for when they're picking and sick, the government will take care of them. The government for educate them. So all these things, I find out there's a huge problem with that. So I want to provide that. I want to make my president, your president, our president, become closer to the people.
But institutions and they were responsible for this. You get civic education.
So that's why I just tell you, say,
it's not like you portfolio board. You get a lot of work to do.
Yeah, I just tell you, say, I'm an added value to it.
Okay.
You don't get
so
to
you get for the do all the work then, for the go out.
I'll tell you, so the first question we asked me, what you asked me, you asked me what? Say, what is my specific role, right? Or is my job description? Was that what you asked me?
Yes.
And I try to put them in forwards. I said the president and the people. So when I say the president and the people, I make them in literal terms. Say, take the president in information, can go to the people, take the people the information, bring and come to the president.
So people shouldn't be surprised if you get for they do their work, even if they are not doing their work.
Well, people are not feeling that way because I'm not taking anyone's job from them. It's like I'm working with the people. You don't get to. I don't get for.
So you can't lead them for do their work better.
I know they can't lead anybody now. They come for can't work with people. Lamran, left for they ask me.
But you say they lead. That was what you said. No, but you said it. You say they lead. They provide leadership. Providing leadership means you're leading people.
You can even lead from the behind. You can lead from the back.
It means you're leading people.
I'm director of communications, office of the president.
Means you are the leader.
So I am going to provide leadership and oversight, right, of all presidential communications. So what comes out from the office of the president, I get for the preview and allow waiting come and when if I go, who are the targeted people, the targeted population, the respondents, and what they get and bring them back to the president. That's what I'm doing.
Government communication is very broad, as me you agree, so you get people na the strategic communications units, na the Ministry of Information and Communication. And you'll be working directly from the office of the president. How you intend for, fill this gap where you say you don't see with government communication and you want for can fill? How you intend for doing? Because you get a lot of people where they work for on government.
One of the blessings I get, I thank God for that, is I get the confidence of the president. The president is a friend of mine. I get in blessing. I get in backing. He believes in me, and he knows me not one person will believe in him, hardcore. I not just believe in as a person, I believe in policies them we get now, the policies that need for change this country, for transform this country. Comparatively to me experience, who I don't live in other countries, them I don't see the things that we transform, the articles them we don't read, the books them we don't read, the seminars, symposiums them we don't attend, we don't see how countries are transforming. I look at them and say, President, beyond policy, the policy in this way we move country go before. One of that, my education. I used to I will know, say, for let a country go before, education. I can always tell people the one thing, say, even if we talk about development, we say Salone develop, I can ask the question, say, are we ready for development? Are we ready as a nation? Because if Salone become very sophisticated, Lamarana, there's going to be a huge gap. You get for left a lot of people behind. People that are not going to be able to catch up. You know what I mean? Like for instance, let's say we begin get smart doors, like in America. We'll give you an instance where happen. We adopted country where I come out.
First, you're not to see? You're not to see?
Yeah, I'm also
you're an American citizen.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I'm also an American citizen. So, now we check, let's say, some hospitals, right? You go to some doors, and first time you see somebody, and you walk down for open gates for somebody. You don't get sent. That person don't learn book, and don't learn any skill. Now team up for open door for somebody. But now with robots, with technology, with smart doors, then people they all don't come out of job. So, if we are ready as a nation for develop, for be sophisticated, we also get to think about having a very smart, a very informed population, a very educated population, right? So any leader where they come, where they think about, say, okay, these whole problems away Bokuna Sierra Leone. most of the problem has to do with behaviors. Most of the problem has to do with how people think, with mindset. And in changing that mindset, I believe, say, like education. When they go school not they only give you that academics, Lamarana, right? School also give you social education, how you behave, how you talk to a person, how you dress, how you talk in a crowd. All that things, and they're mad with what? Education where they come with. So for like a leader it's a education in priority. If that man in a vote to be one thing, not for put education before. Okay. It will begin build buildings them. It will begin build stadium them. It will begin build thing the way it points to. Because even this education now, like this free quality education of over 2 million kids who are going to school, we not even get to see the actual impact now this country. Now the results are not the see first. Because based on this results we come out and all that. But the impact, how you get for change this country, how you get for get young people and get for think young people they become innovative. Now after President Biogo don't even come on power.
So back to my question about, government communication is very broad. You get a lot of people where they walk around the communications department them or units them within government. As the Director of Communications and the Office of the President, how you intend for streamline, the offices then they for able to understand, say, there is a message from the President and this is your focus. How do you intend to do it?
Well, it's collaboration. Interfacing with people, listening to people. Everybody gets their own piece we get for bring to the table. I think I don't already say this before. But everybody gets something for offer at the table, right? You get people that want to expect, you get people that want to technical people, you get people that way get immense knowledge in the media landscape. Bring them all to board, engage them. Some people, you ask them. Some are introverts. Some are we no ask, I know they talk. You get to tell me. So it's about working with people, providing a platform wherein we all will come together. Everybody bring up in a little bit of pieces, we'll sit down and decide and wait and wait.
Okay, let me take this post quickly from Dr. Sylvia Blyden, Twitter handle. And this is what she said. I repeat, President Bio may likely lose 2023 presidential election. It will not be due to the understandable global economic crisis, but to perceived human rights abuses alongside poor communication with people. Imagine silence from government amidst claims in widely shared tweets. And she was referencing tweets about the burial of the over 20 people last week or so. You agree with Dr. Sylvia Blyden that communication has been a problem and that could cause the president?
Well, partly. I agree with Sylvia partly. I agree with the side where saying there's a lapse in communication. I think I've already mentioned that. But for say President Bill will lose elections.
But in the Senate, that's going to make...
No, well, that's why I'm here.
So now that you can solve the problem now.
So yeah, it could be that. I'm the added value to the team. You don't get to tell me. So that will salvage the problem. That will salvage the situation because I'll never get an open door policy we are in. All this gap, good day. If Sylvia wants information, you want information. Samuel Wise, Fibian, other newspaper, local tabloid or international tabloids and want information that hovers around the president. Let me reiterate this. The president hovers around the president. I don't want to let you call me.
So I don't need for go to Keketoma or Alpha.
You can go to one. It's part of the team. No, you can go to one. I just say it's a team. TEAM.
Okay, but now you lead the team.
It don't matter. Not to me the lead. Not to me the lead.
You know how to take the leadership role.
Not to me the.
But you said they don't bring you for can solve the problem.
No, but no, listen me.
You know what take.
No, listen me.
Government President Bio is the leader.
Yes.
So we are all. But somebody there for take responsibility.
No, we get nomenclatures. We not get leader. We get nomenclatures. Right?
So where do you the lead?
Right. At the tell you so communication. They provide leadership and oversight. Now the office of the president.
So, right. So in the office of the president, if I want to talk to the leader, I should reach out to you.
Yes, I'm one of the leaders.
You are okay. You are one of
the leaders. Yes.
Why you? Is it that you are scared to say you are the leader?
But the letter don't come. You say I'm scared.
But why publicly? You know I say.
No, listen to me. Try to understand.
You are being humble. Is that what you?
No, well, I don't know how. I don't care how you put it. Yeah. But the fact here is, leadership. It's about inspiring people. Also, leadership. It's about creating a platform wherein people have a way to express themselves, show their abilities. People get a way for do things freely, right? I know, me not to that type of person when they come in at the boss. Talk to me. Lamrana, where you want information? No, talk to me. If you want information, I mean, these guys have been here before. I mean, coming here. They have a wealth of experience and wealth of knowledge before me coming into the fray. So you can ask them. In case you're not able to get to them,
I can reach out
you can reach out to me.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
What's in the hierarchy? I know State House gets... no, I'll just ask you. State House get communications manager, press secretary, presidential spokesman. What's the hierarchy?
Lamrana, are we going to spend your 1 hour of
No,
valuable
I'm asking
time
you.
on,
No, we're moving. Don't worry about the time. Don't worry. I'm just asking now for the public. We need to clear a lot of things. Let somebody not go ask you to my back. You go say, I've been on talking about seats.
Lamrana, I am. Let me just say this
you
again.
You are this?
Let me just say this again. I'm this.
Okay.
I'm not this. I'm not this.
Okay.
I'm this. I'm here to work with people.
Okay.
Right?
But to provide leadership.
You can provide leadership. If you still in that background, you provide leadership. Leadership not means you have to be on front.
How do we distinguish your office, your new office, as Director of Communications in the Office of the President, and your personal Facebook page, and you post them? How do we... A few days ago, I see you post something, you say a rumored statement or about tariff, when actually there was even a statement from NATCOM directing.
It was a rumor.
How do we distinguish?
A rumor could be... okay, listen now. Let me come in. I'm glad you asked me this question.
How do we distinguish? The question is, how do we distinguish your personal Facebook postings and page to your role as communications director at State House?
Well, Lamrana, everything I post now, you understand, from the time it's going to be authoritative, right? Because it's coming from me. I work at the Office of the President. I can still justify that it's rumored.
Okay, so you understand, you self-understand now, say everything you post is
you expect me not to understand that?
Yeah, no, but I'm asking, because I'm able to understand, you still use your personal Facebook page for posts.
Well, at the end of the day, all day we get for work on them. Like, maybe an official public page, and this is not a personal.
But for now, anything we post for take and granted.
Yeah, it's a policy.
It's from the Office of the President.
It's a policy. It's a policy. Everything. It's authoritative. Let me just put it this way.
Okay.
Right.
Quickly, let me look at how your appointments have been received by the public. A lot of people have been commenting on your appointments. People, they ask questions about your background. What are your expertise?
I'm a medical person.
Okay.
And one of the things I want to let you understand here, being a medical person, is also it's a key component of what? Communication. You being a director, like I say, you provide leadership, you provide oversight, right? And a lot of things that people don't know about me. A lot of people don't ever know say I'm a teacher. A lot of people don't ever know say I don't ever lecture students. I don't train people, right? So. And a lot of people don't even know what they do in America, what they do there. It's like I talk to patients on a daily basis, right? Patients who go through depression, patients who have psych problems, understanding the psyche of people.
But that communication is different from political communication.
It's not much of a different. Communication is communication.
No, communication different.
It's just, it does. No, it's not.
No, it does.
Because the key thing about communication is you send a message to the receiver, the respondent receiver, interpreter. That is effective communication, right?
But there are differences in political communication from how a doctor communicates to a patient. They're different. Especially when you've seen a gap and you want to come and fill that gap in the office of the president.
That lies in the problem here. That's the quality here. Because one of the things that we go agree with me, probably you follow me, say, I know the issues of this country. You get what I mean? You don't have to be a politician to know the issues of what is happening in this country.
You don't need to be a communication expert to know.
You don't need to be a communication expert for manage presidential communication. You don't need that. You have the technical team who you're working with. Okay. If you provide good leadership, you're open to learning, you collaborate with people well, you set up a good team.
And that's what you intend doing. That you intend for doing.
That is what I intend to do.
Okay, quickly let me see within Marcella. I will take two comment them on your appointment. First one, I'll take with Marcella post. It said, I saw an appointment going viral on social media of a certain Michael Berewa as Director of Communication at State House, and learned that he is the notorious individual attacking, insulting, and fabricating stories against personalities and groups on Facebook. I hope this is not true. If so, the state is attempting to validate, legitimize, and institutionalize violent communication on our public policy discourse. I'm equally taken aback to see that the appointment letter was signed by a seasoned and well-respected civil servant who understands the rubrics and ethos of public service. Let me warn that we cannot fight hate speech and incendiary language by publicly rewarding perverts. The state will only be opening the floodgates to the Adebayos of this world. The second one are from Dr. William James. She said this morning, another Director of Communication at State House, that's a question. Waiting this new one, Sabi, where the other one, they don't know. This is complete wastage of taxpayers' resources. All you need was a simple review audit of your communication needs, gaps, and allow the existing communication experts to produce and implement a new comm strategy. Please, this is a small advice. I'm not requesting any consultation fee for it. I wear many caps, so let me say this in my capacity as Assistant Dean of Faculty of Communication, FBC USL. And when I tell this new man, say, don't make mistake for begin mention names. Let me give him an advice. Learn to choose your battles. There are some battles you don't fight. I think I should start giving comms advice here. Those, Dr. William James is the Assistant Dean of the Faculty of Communication at FBC. And Marcella Sambasi saying somebody we, Dean at the civil society space and as head of CGG and also coordinator of the National Elections. So what do you think about the reactions to your appointment?
I don't want to respond to Marcella, because it's rather unfortunate, right? It's very disappointing.
Why and how? That's our opinion.
Because that's a fallacy. You don't ever see me cuss on social media. Because you don't ever see me cuss on social media. Do you think what Marcella say is a replica of me?
But you've attacked her. There was a time when you made a post about her.
Say what?
Yeah, there's a post. We have that. Maybe we could pull that up. My producers can pull that up. There is a post about a statement you made
about her?
About specifically.
I've made statements about her, but it's not.
I'm not saying you abuse her. I'm saying you've made.
I make statements about her.
So does that mean she's? Say sometimes they react to what you've been don't say about her?
Well, if you react to somebody's self, let it be just. Let it be objective, right? And
so the statements we make against you, so you're not objective.
You don't think? What do you think?
No, it's not me. I'm asking you.
Actually,
this is a reaction of a citizen.
I'm even disappointed.
No, she's a citizen.
I'm even also disappointed. Let me be very candid enough with you not even coming to my defense. Because let me say this to you. A lot of people came to my defense.
Okay, so you would expect me for defense?
Yes, because you know why? Let me just put it this way. If somebody say anything about you,
so you have an opportunity to defend yourself now.
No, I'm not going to defend myself. People already defended me. No, I don't. I don't want to give him. I don't want to give him that.
No. You are dismissing her. She's a citizen.
No, I don't want to give him. That's our opinion. I will give credence to. I'm just even this post, the doctor.
Yeah, Dr. James.
That is very objective. You don't get what I mean. And then kind criticism.
So you have a perception about Marcella?
No, listen.
Already?
Listen. I'm not going to give her the attention she's seeking from me, right? I am not. Because the mere fact is, say, she learned. She doesn't know about me. She learned about me.
So this is what you posted about Marcella on November 8, 2021. You said, so Comrade Marcella Sambasi, say, Executive Director Campaign for Good Governance, CGG, and Chairperson of National Election Watch New. So you just been busy, the falsified election monitoring reports. Mama Yuoko, that was your post about her. Yeah.
And we all know.
And another one you did, that was on October 11, 2021. You said, if Marcella is saying that public officials don't have a place at any elections because elections are for citizens, then it is but fitting for Minister Lima to say that no one has ever asked you to step down because your husband is an APC stalwart. State facts.
Yeah.
Those are your posts about her.
So how derogatory are those posts? Are those derogatory?
As derogatory against you?
No, them posting they were posted.
No, I'm asking.
Them post, no, you are the actor. You don't read them.
No, you not think say.
Okay, how you interpret that?
You not think say they react to which you've been don't say about them.
I just tell you say if they react, let it react objectively. Okay. Even if they react to them, I know will cause them. You see, I don't use any word.
So generally, what's in your assessment of the? I'm sure we are all on social media. You've seen the reactions of people about your appointments. How do you take them? Do you?
Well,
I'm asking you. I'm not you. Myself and you don't react the same way. Maybe how me go react not to say they react.
I think hot seat is a frank conversation,
Yeah.
right? That's why we'll close with talking, right? And also, you're reading posts from my shared points, like things that we had already shared, and that they read.
So I'm asking if things don't change. You have a position now. You're in governance now.
Change like what? I don't have the cost now, social
No, I'm not saying you're abusing. I've never accused you of abusing someone. I've never said that on this
And
platform.
you've never seen me abusing someone?
No, I've never seen.
Okay,
We've been friends. We've known each other for a very long time. I've never seen that.
Thank you.
And I've not said you've abused anyone on this platform. I'm asking, what's in your reaction? What's in how you take some of the criticism where they come from the public following your appointment?
Yeah, well, criticism. Some people think criticism not objective. Like I told you, I don't look at criticism.
Is it because you have perceived opinions about them?
No. I don't see criticism. I like objective criticism. Like Dr.
William James.
Josie, I love that. She's very articulate. She's straight to the point. I mean, I even see that post pass with the Gidam. So I think that today,
this morning,
right? Like talking about governments for cuts down and re-strategize them communication and all that. That's up to the president for making judgments on that. But at the end of the day, it's like information is key, information is power, information is security. So whatever way government will spend a lot on information and get more people in the fray for make sure say government information is disseminated out there, people they know. We see how information for them, misinformation and disinformation for them plunge this country into chaos. You understand? So having people come in who have strengths, having people who come in who have their own skill, having people who come in who have something to bring to the table, the more the merrier. I don't think it's waste of resources, right? It's not waste of resources. Everybody gets their own strength where they bring to the table. And if that makes the information sips in, if that makes the information sink into people, if that makes people accept them, if that makes we get conversation, if that makes we create a platform wherein we can all sit down and talk without looking at people from other color, without looking at people from other region, without looking at people from other tribe, without looking at people from other party. We have a frank conversations about the country. Like how you guys, let's say this country, now we all in your intro, we want to let this country better. If fuel price go up, na me the effect. If hospital, even when me don't deny, with all my insurance, so I be getting, and if I sick now, I'm the first point of contact, man. Now the hospital you first in the chemical, right? So at the end of the day, we all want better services in this country. We all want good healthcare facilities in this country. But it's how we get this conversation. It's how we sit down and channel we issues them without looking at people with a different color, without looking at people.
How do you intend to do that? Because, like you said, you work for the office of the president. You work for the president in your office, and the president repeatedly don't say, in a president for everybody, irrespective of which political party or either even if you vote for he's there to lead and govern the country. How you intend, for cut across, for with your messaging, for let the public understand that this is about the president, because you've already been known as somebody where they support the president, somebody where they support the SLPP, we don't take position on that as well.
Yeah, well, if you like I said, working with people, collaborating with people, listening to people's ideas and people's view.
How will you convince somebody like you, Paddy, DJ Box? How will you convince him about what the president is doing and what he's done? DJ Box, I see you, your friends, you're on social media, other people on social media as well. Where also you don't do for a very long time. How do you intend convincing them about the presidency?
Well, continue interface. Interfacing.
How? What you go do differently?
Engaging.
The Minister of Information is doing a talk show every Thursday.
Well, probably it's not just talk show.
So how you intend for doing?
Like my physical appearance. Lama me with the cut across a lot, right? I believe say this country we all own. I believe say no matter we can be divided into different beliefs, different ideologies, different categories, but one of the things we all believe, it's like we all want this country for go before. The only difference is would have for lead them, right? Would have for channel that drive the. So I see everybody who I don't engage a lot of people, not to hear they can talk. People them who I believe with on the other side. Okay. I don't engage them, I don't tell them. Well, it's not about convincing them. Okay. It's about really selling the presidency ideology. It's about really looking at things objectively. Let's have frank conversations. And let me tell you one thing, Lamrana, yeah? Most of those people when I talk to, who are from the other side, one of the things them who I noticed from the Lamrana, it's not that they are really against government. They feel left out. Okay. They feel like they have a lot to offer to this dispensation and they're not given chance for them offer.
They want job?
It's not just job.
It's about what?
It's about ideas.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Lamrana, they say the greatest gift you give someone is the gift of attention. Right? Let me just say, you feel good if I see you in the street. Hey, Lama. We meet some size, we meet up in a club, or hey, Lama, what's in the happen? We bind. No respect. You see me that day, you don't have to do it. You can't tell me, I go rest. That's respect. If I see you, I'm not going to wait till you first come meet me. Because now I'm a director. So these are little.
So now that gap there you want can bridge?
Yes, I want to bridge that gap. I want to bring president closer to the people. I want to let people understand my role here. My role here is to make president the people's president. Because me and President we don't talk of a range of things.
So is it that you want to provide accessibility to the president? I remember I get Andrew Kiley the other time. I know you know Andrew Kiley.
Yeah.
One of his statement there, and the we strongly believe now that people around the president have not been given access to people for get discussion with the president. Maybe they get policies them or things the way they want to discuss with, and they've not been getting that. Is that what you want to comment?
Well, you have to understand, the president is a very busy person. Okay. Everyone cannot get access to president.
Okay.
You don't get to tell me. He's a ceremonial head of the country. He's up there, right? Maybe certain things and what you want to discuss. If you discuss something, the people they are around the president, first the presidents already know about that.
Okay.
But there's a lot of ways. Accessibility not means physical accessibility.
Okay.
You understand? Now we have technology. You have virtual accessibility. You have ways the way you interface with presidents, where president's message could go down. Not to pass president get for Kawaka na Congo markets begin shake people their hand. Lamrana wants his president, then we get access. That's not the point. The point here is. It's simple. It's like I want the president to. Let me just share my plan with you.
Okay.
Like I am going to host the president with a program called The President and the People. It's going to be in December, first week in December. I just try to look at president's schedule because I understand, say, if we go climate change and you know what I mean, and see how my program fits in the president's schedule. I'm going to sit down with the president, like I'm here, you sit down, so ask frank questions, right? Talk to him.
Why not just stay at a town hall? Who say people and go
ask the president questions? But you know what's not done?
Yeah, okay.
I just start my plan.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
So I'm going to host the president right now. It's going to be a town hall meeting. Not all presidents use at the stand in office.
Okay.
Town hall meeting. The cameras will be there. You'll be there. You'll be invited. We invite over 200 people, as much as the hall will accommodate people. We stream them now all digital platforms. We stream them now all radio stations in the same time. Then also we open phone lines where people ask questions. Physical questions, president answer.
So this is actually where the president don't discuss. He believes in this and accepts this.
Lamrana, I'm director of communications office.
I'm getting used to the title. I'll get used
office to the president.
You don't need to remind me. I'll get used to it. But I just want to.
So everything.
Now for no come to my back. You say no. This was my plan, but it didn't work. The president been too busy. He won't be able to do it. So the president has given approval of this.
I'm not a mediocre. I want you understand. Say every step what I take, it's well taught.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is one of the things you want to do.
I'm very strategic.
That is one of the things you want to do.
Yes.
Okay. I want to ask about the rural communities as well, because the setup where they discuss will look like the high end. How do you intend for get the message as well to people in remote communities? Rural. How do they get access to the press?
So I just tell you, so we get to do side broadcast, like link all the local radio stations them around. First time in the history, I therefore even use town criers, not them villages, them way people not able to reach, right? With messages, them way I want, way the messages and they resonate to them communities, waiting presidents.
So is this your own idea that was not at State House?
I don't know that, but this is what I'm bringing.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe
your colleagues then don't support the idea?
Well, the president supports our need. That's like.
But you say you work as a team.
Yes. But at the end of the day, I'm also director who provides like leadership and oversight. I already told you that, right?
So you don't need anybody approval. Past the president.
Well, not the president they approve.
Yeah, no, I mean within the team, because like you say, you have a lot of people. If the strategic communication man say no, we don't think this is this is okay. Do you
when a president approval, everybody don't agree. President don't go approve, people say no. You understand? So if president don't agree,
so you get approval from the president before your colleagues even know about this. I'm sure you're breaking this here, right?
Yes. Like the thing is, you understand one thing. If you understand is, it's like I work with and for the president, office of the president. So every idea is why they come, I'm sharing with the president. Then I come, I'm sharing. I'm say, gentlemen, this is it, and you know, and this is what we're doing.
So your appointment come at a time, you know, where the office of the president, the electoral commission just announced, you know, the PR system of elections, and a lot of discussion they go around them right now. And this has been an idea of the president. I can recall in the town hall with Umaru Fofana, a publicly announced say, Ingo prefer that we get a PR system when believe say will help for you know, enforce national cohesion at the country. How do you get the public to understand this? This is an idea of the president.
Well,
you come in at a time where things look shaky.
Lamara, you ask me questions, and I'm here to tell you what I'm going to do as a director of communications. I'm not here to discuss policies. And I think I need to talk to presidents about all and things in there. But if you ask me, you know, as Mike, as a Sierra Leonean,
I'm asking you as director. Like I mentioned, I don't get a context of this. This is a public statement at the president made, and the electoral commission, the statement at that. They have an engagement with the president, and the president directed that this is what he wants.
Well, probably that time I not take office it. If you understand,
no, your letter came out before this notice came out. I'm sure you don't see them, right? Are you even share that? You even shared it?
Yes, I shared it. Yeah. But I want you understand, say, I know I'm just starting my engagement right now.
Okay.
Like different things when it comes to policies and all that thing, and I'm not getting.
So you need to engage the president on this first?
I need to engage the president on that. If you know me believe as a Sierra Leonean and say PR systems good, let's just say it brings cohesion and the best system. There's a lot of countries and they told that road there now, you know, and it will also help for it will cut down on the campaign cost. It will cut down on all this political chaos where they go now with country. I believe in it. I believe in that. And this, I believe say other people then from there. And I know politics people they play with them. But this not be APC idea from way back.
The PR system.
Yes. So it's like I don't really want a lot of devil into that, a lot of talk into that. I just want you to focus on what am I going to do.
No, I'm asking you because I thought you know about it because I saw you posting about it.
I'll have to talk
because I can recall, and a lot of people will follow the town hall where Umar will get with him. The president clearly states that he believes that's a system we should have as a nation for promote national cohesion.
Right. So do you believe in that?
I'm asking you. You're not asking me.
Why shouldn't I ask you?
No,
why it be one way?
No, I'm asking you a question. If you get a program and invite me, I'll go there and you'll ask me questions.
So then,
I'm asking you questions to answer.
You are dictating.
No, I'm not dictating.
Is this a conversation?
No, it's not. I'm asking you questions. You don't dictate to me on when you ask me questions. But what I want to ask as well, your appointment comes at a time where the president himself don't clearly state the economy is difficult. A lot of people have been talking about, the wage bill, and now with the ad panel. Don't you think your appointments, like you say, they come in a new office they can get? I'm sure you get for get staff there they work with you, right? Or you can do your work alone?
Well, I made the appointment first.
You get but you
we already get staff now. We already get a amazing staff now. State House.
Okay. So you don't think your appointment is adding on the wage bill? That's an addition on the wage bill in this country at a time where the economy is very difficult?
So you want for measure communication? You want for quantify communication? You want for cost communication? Now you are the ask. You want for custom?
You don't answer me question. What I ask
you? But I ask you back. I answer questions and questions. You look at them say, they add on wage bill.
No, direct question I ask you.
No.
I ask you as a time.
No, it not add on wage bill.
Oh,
because let's say the security of this country is very important.
You're not a security person.
Information and security.
Yeah, but you have information people. You have communication people. Let's count with our fingers. You have Keke Toma, his press secretary. You have Alpha Khan, his minister, and also his presidential spokesman. You have P.K. Moana, who is providing strategic communications. You get Stan Ujalo, winner communications manager. That not just a state house. And you hear comment. So you want to say They can't do the work that you're coming to do.
So you want to say we shouldn't have a director of communications?
No, I'm asking. They can't do the work that you're coming to do.
They're already doing the work.
So
this office not ever done day, and the office for day.
That is what I'm asking.
So what is wrong with the president creating it?
So that is what I'm asking. You don't think it's a burden as a citizen yourself at this dire economic time? You don't think it's a burden? It is
not a burden. I don't see it as a burden. I see it as something way ideal. I see it as something where, looking at August 10, what happened with all the information gap and everything, I see I'm very laudable from the president. A wise judgment for bringing it.
Let's read quickly in the New Direction Manifesto. That's page 96. Control of the wage bill. The government say on the SLPP party then say in the manifesto on control wages and salaries caused by bloated public sector through presidential appointments and establishment of commissions that largely usurp the minister's functions on regulated wages, increases double or triple dipping of salaries and pension, as well as uncoordinated recruitment across the public sector, has caused the wage bill to go up. That's not government position. And the SLPP, the SLPP party then get an alternative say. They're not going to be appointing people just like that, bloated public sector.
No, I don't see anything bloated about.
I've counted about 5 people.
Everybody has a role to play.
But those people have been playing the role you're coming to play, or they're not being the player.
Different. I just told you my role is different. I told you this office has never been created. I tell you, say this in our office director of presidential communication. The terms and TOR for Stratcom is different. The terms and TOR for...
Now you search for this position and recommend that...
Well, Amrana, you take me back.
I'm asking you.
I do not root for this.
Know about this office was not established.
It was not. How will you come into office?
No, but perhaps it wasn't established because you get people who they play the role already. If you get press secretary, you get presidential spokesman, you get communications manager.
The same thing happened where... The same questions will happen where the government appoints Alpha Khan. Right? Where Honorable Alpha Khan came, they appoint her as presidential spokesman. Same thing, questions came up. People who have controversies in question and wage bill. But I want you to understand here is...
You're also speaking to the public,
I know. No, but yes, I know. But I'm not going to look the public.
Yeah, I know, I understand. Yeah, I know how you just personalize. No, not personalize the discussion.
No, but you afraid me, I want to look inside you.
No, I won't. You don't get bad eye.
Okay, that's cool. So, my point to me, they try for raises. Information is very key. Lamrana, when you talk about bloated wages, you don't see the communication team for Liberia. You don't see the communication team, the presidential communication team for Guinea. You don't see the presidential.
I don't live in Liberia. I don't know about the economy. I'm talking about. I put this into context. I tell you what in the president himself say about the economy.
Yeah, but I gotta tell you, say it's not bloated. It's you putting it bloated. It's not. When you put them that way, as like people look at it, say it's not bloated. Presidents are the only presidents where they travel out of this country. At the end of the day, where they go to UN summit, where you see. Sometimes when you see them, you notice even see reach 6 people being If you see the other country, them like Liberia, other even small countries, you see a presidential communication team. You see tons of people them where they be You get what I mean? So if you try to look at this president, you talk about wage bill, you talk about bloated wage bill. This president is very, very economical. President Bill is a very modest individual. Very modest individual. I will tell you that. Modest in a way, a man with thoughtful, a man where they think. It's just all the same thing of the misinformation, the disinformation. Oh, president, they fly. President there. Who said the presidents don't go? So, where other presidents and all they do.
Talking about fly, I just want to bring this quick to you. We go pull that up in the New Direction Manifesto as well. One of the areas where the party talk about, adjusting, expenditure, public expenditure, is reduced on cost on traveling. And Larry, this part, you say, over the last 10 years, overseas travel was an expanding government area. Despite the cosmetic austerity measures, reports show that the travel budget after austerity is higher than the pre-austerity period. For example, the attendance of the president to UN, AU, or ECOWAS summit cost over 4.0 billion leones in each case. Overseas travel of expenses across the MDAs are uncontrollably high, estimated in over 250 billion leones. And some of the things that we can do, say government delegation will be reduced or streamlined in minimum value for money travels, quarterly budget performance reports on the outcome compared to estimates of MDAs will be published. The audit report of 2021, we get the graph of that, the graphic aspect of that. And in one of the reports, it says overseas impersonals appropriately retired. Appropriate retirement details were not provided for payments with regard 135,000 United States dollars, equivalent to over 100 billion leones made for various overseas travel by the president and first lady. And this is the president, you just say the president's not the spend.
It's not.
But this is the
comparatively.
This is the audit report.
Yeah, but audit report for reports things the way.
They are not factual.
No, I'm not saying they are not factual.
No, these are from the office of the president.
Well, listen to me. I'm not saying they're not factual. It's sometimes the way people report, some of the adjectives and what people they use in audit report, the way we are the citizens, they interpret the audit reports and sometimes it can be misleading also, right? What the audit reports called, there was a lot of discrepancies into it, where people challenge them, so areas and the way even the auditor come back and try to make statements.
This wasn't challenged.
Well, I'm just saying, okay. The audit report, subsequent audit reports and everything.
No, I'm asking specifically on this.
So let me just come. I don't have the figures here. I don't have the number. I don't have the data.
I just said it for you. We just showed it on screen as well. That's from the
you don't expect me always. I just give you a broader picture of things. Say, this president not spend a lot. When you talk about traveling, one of the specific role of a president is to travel, right? This country in image become terrible for the past 11 years. Terrible, when no one forgets any business for do time. Sierra Leone, we indexes, we are very, very poor. Sierra Leone was the most corrupt country in the world. Sierra Leone, the maternal mortality and infant mortality rates we are damning. Sierra Leone be a country where in young man they die, they pass all side. You right? All those images, all those indexes, we are very appalling. When President Biot took power, the first thing we try to say is, I want to clean the image of this country.
Okay.
And if you want to clean the image of this country, it's not about just sending people. You set one for goodie. Do you know what it means when a president goes somewhere, another president's day? It's easy for let them interact. It's easy for let a president say, I want to talk to other president, than minister go and say, I want to talk to president. The bureaucracy will be too much. So President Bio is going, name me one side apart from vacation where presidents they go, where he entitled to, but name me one side where President Bio don't go, where other presidents are not.
I just heard for you earlier, waiting the SLPP party saying the manifesto about traveling. Let me read this part for you.
Listen, you have to allow me to finish.
No, you'll finish. Let me just read
Lamrana, not to say for me. Yes, allow me to finish. Be very candid enough. So when you talk about traveling, it's like you're talking, you don't want the president to do his work.
No, I'm not saying, no. I just put into context.
Okay, let me just put it back into context.
The president in party say, the SLPP in the manifesto about traveling.
President said they cut down on things, but cutting and they want to reckless spendings them way this president don't cut.
Okay, so far.
Hold on. One, you see how the NRA revenue don't come up. That's because they don't cut a lot of, how you call them, unnecessary.
Your colleague Alvakan the last time say NRA the struggle because of
but you have the figures struggle.
Well, I don't know. Saying that they struggle
I don't know, but revenue
mobilization. That was what he was saying.
With the one basket fund thing, we say all the single treasury account thing and everything. That's helping also. It's generating things. We've seen that. I mean, it's not like this with all the all the difficulties in this world, where you not go left that behind. You not go say because of what's in the happen at the world, COVID shattered every economy.
So that is the question.
No, I'm coming. So that's why I'm saying
the economy is bad all over.
So Usai, name me one sign because you still.
I just want to read for you. You're not being grilled. I read for you the audit report again. Office of the President in 2020, overseas traveling expenses to Lebanon. Traveling officers were paid excess daily subsistence allowances, DSA, totaling 7,404 United States dollars, and $564 was underpaid DSA.
Lamrana, I just tell you, the president has a work to do.
Okay.
The president has to travel. It is part of his job description. It is part of his work.
Does it involve people being overpaid?
What do you mean people? So how you measure people being overpaid?
Yeah, but now what's in the audit report saying?
Audit reports are talking it. Audit report not mention say people are overpaid. So now they say people are overpaid.
Should I read for you again?
They say overpaid.
Should I read for you?
Yeah, read
you're not being paying attention, Jason.
Yeah, read them.
Okay, let me read for you again, Mike. Maybe you're not paying attention. Let me just read again. Let me just see. Perhaps you can pull it on the screen as well, then we can see it. Traveling officers were paid excess daily subsistence allowances, excess daily DSA, totaling 7,404 United States dollars.
So when you say excess, how was that measured?
I don't know. I'm asking you. This is the audit report.
These are the discrepancies also.
These are the audit report.
These are also the discrepancies.
So you're challenging this?
These are the discrepancies what they say in audit report. Because if you don't say that, excesses, how you measure one? Which measure you say it's excesses?
But the auditors have their measures. Then
when you read the audit report, bring it.
But this is authentic. This is the audit report. You're challenging it. Are you saying they didn't say that, or it's
I'm not here
authentic?
to challenge government institutions' reports because it's like I'm also challenging government. But what are they trying to say? There have been discrepancies in the audit report.
And this is one of them.
You and me, because using the word excesses.
This could be one of them.
Using the word excesses, then I don't see any measurement on which parameters you measure them.
So you agree the president should continue to fly and
the travel, the benefits and what this part they bring in this country. Let it continue for fly.
Okay.
What's USA they go, they come with things. You see what Lamrana, are you aware of the face Sierra Leone don't take right now in the global world?
Explain to the people.
I'm telling you. Lamrana, when you talk about education, nowhere another way salon, when they talk about education in developing countries, they not mention Sierra Leone. Okay. When you talk about women's rights, nowhere another way we need these images. We need to build friends. We need to collaborate. We need for interface with other countries. You cannot do things alone. They expect president for Sidom because maybe the other presidents, na McKinney, they go chill every weekend. Where how much they spend there? How much they spend there? Where every weekend and they go McKinney. When they go chill there, when I just party business on government expenditure.
So are you saying they go chill overseas?
Nobody know they go chill overseas. You see results. No, I tell you McKinney because people not to work them, they go work there. Okay. Now weekends them, they go there for go chill. So if you want to measure presidents in travel also, you talk about presidential travel, traveling from Freetown to McKinney with a long convoy, huge weekends, people then they pay hotel bill for them, chill there and say that was
more expensive than traveling private jets to
far away. This travel with people in private jets, you don't even know that sometimes this private jet when they go, it's less expensive than, it's less convenient, it's less expensive than even taking the whole staff, paying for them, transiting on other countries and all that thing. You want the president, let me just think, I think Alpha Khan mentioned this back one time. Now, Salon are the only country where, not only country, few of the countries, we not get private jets, we not get plane for the president.
So we need for buy one now.
Yeah, especially not to now. We don't need them now because it's like it's visible.
You really want to see President Bill buying one before leaving? Whenever.
Let we work on the economy first. You don't
get to get other economy. I don't ask. Say we get this economy, we get challenge.
So if the economy challenge,
you're a new man. We don't come office. I don't know what your salary. If
the economy is challenging, you also have to travel to fix that challenging economy. Okay. How do you fix it? You fix it by interfacing. You fix it by meeting the people. You fix it. President Bill don't engage with all global institutions in this world, one-on-one. We see how we go, how you call them, IMF. We see how we go, World Bank. This, they go talk to Pata person. Okay. Now, the director of World Bank here in the Sidon and talk to him. It means a lot. It's important. In governance, you foreign policy, you foreign diplomacy, it's money.
Quickly, with the time for roundup now, right. Close on we. Yesterday there was this news. It was even reported by some Kenya media outlets about the Kenyan businessman we come, tell the president he is interested in building the Lungi Bridge. As the director of
communication in the office of the president. The president still get interest in building that?
Well, Lunga Bridge was not part. Now we ambitious projects that. And one thing I want to understand, President, you're not talking to President.
Okay.
I know be there applying the engage other local media. I don't know the too far of that.
Okay.
Then details. I come last night, first thing in the morning, I go engage TVs, accommodate. This morning, I don't engage you. So me and President also don't talk about that. I'm not able to give you details on that.
Okay.
You understand? But one thing I just want to let you understand here, Lamrana, is like President, anything will open him out to talk. He did one.
Okay.
He's a man of credibility.
Okay.
It's a man of his word. Na soldier man, na disciplined man. That's why he talks less. That's why he doesn't talk a lot.
Okay.
So this is why we believe in him. Because now presidents way they lead from the heart. Now presidents way they feel for people. Now presidents way know the issues of this country. Now presidents way fight for this country. Now presidents way no can't see Domianda for just do things on his own. He consults with people. He talks to people. He know the issues of this country. He they feel for people.
Okay. Finally, Mike, as we round up, what's in your message to the public? What should people be looking forward to, from the Director of Communications in the Office of the President?
I am a friend. I want to let people see me as that bridge. We will bring the president to the people and the people to the president.
Speak to the people. You can watch the camera.
Right? I am that Mike, where on social media, we're tolerant, we accept everybody, see everybody devoid of political party, devoid from color, devoid from tribe, devoid from elitism, devoid from anything we do. What's you Sierra Leonean? You know my brother, you know my sister, you know my mama, you know my auntie, you know my Pekin. Sierra Leoneans, I just want to let people understand this. Let me put this down. We are on a crossroad. A crossroad wherein you and me for determine whose side this country they go. A crossroad wherein you and me waiting for happen at this country. We are on the right trajectory to economic recovery. Things are difficult, things are hard, all over the world. 2 million people in go school right now, where government they pay school fees for. If you want, let them continue, you know what's in for do.
Okay. Thank you very much, Michael Berewa, for your time. We are in this together, and definitely we get for the host you. Me, most times, we they get you several times, so you get for the ready for the pick call and come, make yourself available. You want to show the people and say you go always make yourself available on issues for discourse?
Well, I go make myself available. I'm not going to say always.
Okay.
Maybe
when the need arise,
when the need arise, and I will talk to you and I will give you reason why I don't come. I just want to let you understand, say, I'm a servant. I come for serve the people.
Okay.
I don't come for cack. I don't come for sit down up there. I don't come for make big man. I come serve the people. I come for listen to our problems and take them problems and to President Bio, and within a President Bio reply and bring them back.
And you come for lead State House communication. Thank you very much, Michael Berewa. Thanks for your time. It is a pleasure having you. Thanks for joining us on the show. And we wish you well in your job, and hopefully when the time arises again, we will get you on the show.
Thank you very much, Lamrana.
Thanks to the guests for joining me. Thanks to the production team and the technical team as well for the support. And thanks to all our viewers and we listeners them. Hot seats they return next week. Tete meet back. Mina Amadou Lamrana.